Hi, welcome to Your Learning Cave YouTube channel. Please do subscribe for latest videos. A topic which I want to discuss, know the concept of TCD couples for addressing the SOD conflicts. This is one of the primary areas to address the SOD issues, right? I'm going to give you a small example. I hope it will help you for delivering your projects. Yeah, let's go to the demo. I want to brief you about the purpose of the TCD couple. Right? TCD couple is the table which contains the information about the transaction codes, and those transaction codes would call the sum of the transaction codes indirectly, right? So it contains that information. We all know that in SAP, if we execute any of the transaction codes, through that transaction code we can navigate to any other transaction code, right? So that information is stored in the TCD couple. Okay. The reason for taking this concept is, many of us have come across the situation where park invoices and post park invoices transaction codes or the conflicting transaction codes, where the business might saying that we should not allow these two transaction codes to the same user, right? That's the SOD conflict. And if you go and execute the FBV0, and if they are trying to make the changes to the existing Parker document, or they try to see or modify the line items within that Parker document, indirectly it would call the FV60, that is the parked invoice document, right? So, but we should not give the access to the user, and we know that both the transaction code, obviously we don't add it to the same role, but at the stage, user say that he cannot able to perform the his task due to this situation. User supposed to do the post the park documents, but when he is trying to go to the line item parked items, and it's asking for the FV60, that's a conflicting. So how we can address these kind of the conflicts is the topic, right? So before jumping to any other thing, I want to show you the table where this contains. That's a TCD couples. Yeah, TCD couples is the table. And the scenario which I have explained, that is the FBV0. Okay, FBV0 is the T code which the business can check the park invoices to perform the posting. So if you go here, you see this FBV0 is calling the FV60, right? If you see, all the checks are enabled. FBV0 is calling the FV60. Okay, let me switch back to the other mode so that you can clearly see it. I'm switching the layout format so we'll understand it clearly. If you see, FV60 is being called the FBV0 is being called the FV60. So if you see, check indicator is being enabled here. So this is the pretty much the same as we maintain the check indicator for the transaction codes in SU24. A similar thing also, SAP written a code such that when they execute the FBV0, and when they're trying to go into the change mode to make any changes, it would ask for the FV60 access. and some cases where the business is needed, right? So you need to double check with the business owners before you do any kind of the changes, or before even suggesting this kind of the changes to the business owners. And do this or propose this only relevant to the business transaction codes, and don't do this for the for all the transaction codes. Okay. uh, this is the one which I'm going to disable it, so that FBV0, when user is execute the FBV0, okay, user can indirectly this check indicator will be disabled. How you can disable this check indicator? So you no need to provide the transaction code access the FV60, but still user can complete his transaction codes. If he try to execute the FV60 in the command prompt, system will say you don't have an access to FV60, but he can complete the transaction codes. So how we can disable this check indicator? There is a transaction code called SC97. In SC97, okay, this is the window. You can check the indirecting calling transaction code for any T code. Okay, but I'm going to show you the transaction code, that is the FE0. So I'm executing this. If you look at here, the check indicator is enabled for FV60, which is the parked invoice, right? Park incoming invoices check is enabled. The transaction code is FBV0 is the post park document. Okay. So when the when user is business user is execute the FBV0, now it's, if it is check is enabled, that means it's restricting him to not to access the change mode. To address the SOD conflicts, we shouldn't be giving the both the transaction to the user physical transaction codes, right? And if you give, it will trigger a SOD conflict. So to address that SOD conflict and without giving the FV60 access, okay, we can go to the SC97 and use this transaction code. You see the list, go to the change mode. Okay, don't disable the other transaction codes, and only disable the transaction codes which are relevant for that business scenario. Okay, don't do all the existing. That's not good. Okay, now I'm going to do no. I'm selecting the FV60 park invoices. No. Now I'm saving. It will ask for the transport. Obviously, you need to create a transport. Okay, test, save. Just for this, for your demo purpose, I'm doing this. Otherwise, I won't be doing. I will revert these changes. This is how you have done when the business, and you need to transport the transport. You need to release the transport and move to the higher environment, so that in the production, when whoever the users have the FBV0, now from now on they can execute the FV60 without providing the access. That is again not physical transaction code, indirect transactions. So this way we can address the SOD conflicts. When you run the SOD check for the users, it won't show the conflicts between the FBV0 and FV60. With this method, by following this method, you can remediate the SOD conflicts. Okay. So I hope this helps you to understand the concept between the park and post, and how you can address the SOD conflicts, to remediate the SOD conflicts. Yeah. Thanks for taking your time to listening this concept, and please do subscribe this channel for the more topics. Thank you.